Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with a on-the-fly video. I generally come to the table with a really good plan of what I want to do, but I decided I was just going to wing it tonight. So we're going to create some snippet strips. So what I did is there's some packaging that comes from Amazon. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but it comes and it's not the kind that has that white weird stuff in the middle. So if you look in the inside of this, there's no white stuff. So it's just layers and layers of really great crinkly sounding brown paper. So that's what we're going to be using as our base. I'm focusing a lot of my product here today on using the Your Creative Studio September 2023 box. I did the unboxing and I wanted to come back and do the project. So I'm also trying to squeeze in a video before we lose power. Chances are we're going to lose power tomorrow. We've got a huge snow, ice storm coming in. All the schools in the region are closed tomorrow, so it's going to be pretty crazy. So I just realized I did not shut my door all the way and I can hear the TV very, very loud. So I'm going to get up and just shut that really quick. So anyway, I'm gearing up for what I can do while I have power and what I can do when I don't have power. So I'm going to probably be printing off some stuff to fussy cut tonight so that if I lose power, I can sit at the kitchen table and just do some fussy cutting. So I'm trying to be prepared. So again, I have absolutely no plan about what I'm doing, but let me show you what is in this box after I show you this. So I've got 3 strips of that paper, and then I've got some vintage book and music pages from my stash, so we'll set those aside. And then what I'd hope to do is do a little bit of stamping even with this stuff. There's stamps, beautiful, beautiful stamps. Look at these stamps. They're absolutely gorgeous. This is like the flower themed box, so I'm going to set some of these stamps aside. I'm going to move my mouse so I don't turn off the video, and I think we're going to use this washi tape kind of in a way like you would use age tape and just kind of create some interest. And we're going to do some stamping with those beauties, and then we've got these stickers, and we've got vellum pieces. So I'm going to kind of sort these a little bit. Look at these. You guys might have seen the video, but I did the video a while ago where I did the unboxing, but I love this gold, these gold accents on these pieces. So we're going to be using some of those. So I'm going to kind of sort these a little bit so that when I go to grab, I can be a little more deliberate. We've got some labels. Not a big fan of labels. I need to figure out how to use them. I'm trying. And then we've got these circles, which are wonderful. Put those there, and then we've got some vellum pieces too. Look at these. Oh, these are so cool. Look at that. It's actually these are actually stickers I learned when I was doing the unboxing. So I'm going to kind of sort those as well. I should have done this when I had before I turned the camera on. So sorry. But I thought, what better thing to do than to create snippet strips, because you get a chance to use so much variety of this stuff. It's really, really amazing. So I'm going to move my ink there, and you're not going to be able to see everything in camera because there's just too much. I'm going to be using my glue stick a lot as well because I think I'm going to do some sewing. So let's see, and then we've got some bits and pieces of paper which we'll be able to utilize. Those will be fun. Those are all different sizes, and then we've got more of that, and then we've got just regular paper which we will be dipping into as well. Look at all that beautiful stuff. Well, not the pattern. I don't think I'm going to use, I might use a little bit of this solid paper. We'll see. We'll see. Again, I don't have a plan, so I'm going to set those over there. I'm not going to probably use the stickers, those stickers anyway. And these are rub-ons. We might play around with the rub-ons. I put the little rub-on tool up there, so I've got that ready to go. So I'll put that there. And then probably, I might use these. They're a cool label that are cut out of that. And this is, this material is like textury. It's really kind of cool. So, and then we've got some stencils. We'll do a little bit of stenciling. Forgot about the stencils. Those are really pretty. Really pretty. And then we've got the specialty paper. So We will definitely be tapping into some of this. I definitely want to use the vellum because I want that crinkly vellum as part of this project. So we're going to work on one strip at a time, I think. And then these are little postcards. Aren't those adorable? Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see okay. I feel like I'm off here. There we go. I've got my bin of, this is the scrap lace, believe it or not. I just actually took this scarf and I cut off this bit off of it, and we're going to be using some of that. It's got little sparkles on it and stuff. But this was a scarf I purchased when I had my parathyroid surgery, and I have a scar on my neck. So when I came out of surgery, I had the wedding, my daughter's wedding the next day. And so I bought some scarves for the weeks after the surgery so I could kind of hide my neck a little bit. So I've got just a variety of textiles in there as well. So we will be tapping into those. And I also have some little drawers of other Your Creative Studio stuff. I don't think we're going to need to tap into that. I think we have enough here. But I'm actually seeing some rose stuff I think I might like to pull out. Let's pull this stuff out. Let's pull that out. Why not? Okay. I finally found a system to actually have these accessible to me so that I use them, because I tend to forget about them. And this is another drawer that has a lot of bits in it. So super, super cool stuff. Look at all those, all that grungy ephemera. And then what was this? Oh, these are sticker ones. These are sticker. Oh, we're going to use those too. Oh, there's so much. And then these ones were really cool too. Look at those. Oh, there's just so much. So that being said, I may do less talking in this video than I normally do because I have really no idea what my plan is. So I'll speak up when I feel like I have something worthwhile to say about the process or where I'm going with it. And I'm going to grab my, I guess I can use my Vintage Photo Archival ink for any stamping I want to do. So let's get going. I think I'm going to start with the wider strip here. And I'm just basically going to do sections. It's not going to be continuous. It's going to be sections so that I can kind of control a little bit of the tones and stuff in it. Let's start with this for a layer. I like the rough edges, so I'm going to be tearing stuff down here. I'm just going to kind of lay some stuff out and see how it goes. Sorry, that was, usually I take the house phone out of my studio so that it doesn't disturb me when I'm filming, but that was the school and a message. I already knew the school was going to be closed tomorrow because of the weather. I think I'm going to work in layers, so I'm going to pull those other strips up too, and we're just going to kind of do this in what they would call kind of mass make style. So let's just do that, and we'll just get a bunch of vellum on here. We're going to pull from some other bits here. Maybe we'll kind of go with that orange springy tone here, and then we'll do something with these flowers on the other one. So you can see I'm not there. The snippets, the sections are going to be pretty big, which I really didn't plan that. It's just the way it's working out. So there we've got 2 strips. So let's try a different color tone here or something else. Let's see what's in. Let's see. Is this vellum-y stuff? Sometimes these are mixed with, oh, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I'm excited to use this stuff. So let's just go ahead with more of the random, like maybe we'll do another row of, another row of these tones, the pinky tones. Oh, there's a pretty rose one. Okay, I'm a systematic person, so I do realize this is very systematic, even though I was not prepared at all for this. Okay, so it's going to be cool. So we'll get 3, 6, 9 little clusters out of it. So I don't know. I'm just calling it a snippet strip because we're doing it all at once, and they'll just be tear apart ones that can just be torn off of this main one as I need them. That one's pretty rough. Some of them tear easier than others. So now we're going to back up a second, and we're going to get some book and music pages here. Very old vintage book, which I adore using. Okay, we got one more for the papers. Let me get one more music page here. The Ragman. Oh, goodness, I love that story. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it. It talks about the ragman who goes through town, and he tries to take the burdens and the pains and the injuries from people, and he takes them on himself. So like he takes a bloody rag off of the head of a person who has been injured, and when he takes it off of himself, the person that he took it off of is healed, and he becomes wounded. He becomes wounded as they were wounded, and it's so cool. So cool. Always has been a touching story to me. So, okay. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm getting at here. So I love to see the text and the text and the words, the text and the music behind. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the pieces up that we have right now, and then we're going to go on from there. I'm already loving this, even having just used two different pieces. Or, well, I guess we just used the vellum from your Creative Studio, but we're not done yet. I do still have the little mini journal, the hydrangea one. I shared on that, but just with the holidays, everything just crept up on me and I lost track of it, and I need to get back to that as well. Okay, so there's that. So we're going to kind of set up all the layers first, and then we'll think about what we want to do next. So this is the sticker stuff, and I don't know what I want to do. I think I maybe want, but if I put anything on top of the vellum, it has to be just partial. So like what I would do is I would tear this off to get my rough edge here on top of this postcard word here, and I would go like that. Okay, like that, and then I would tear another one wider, and then this would sit as a layer as well. So, but it wouldn't cover all the vellum. So I'd pick maybe a wider piece of the vellum strips here. I'll show you what I mean. So like I'd put that here. You see that? Let's do that. I think that's a good plan for this postcard paper. Okay, let's see if we can find some different paper just to have them not be the same. So what do we have? Oh, that's the same postcard paper. Let me pull another little bookie out and see what we got. See what we got here. We've got this paper as well. This is like, oh, this is interesting. Not sure if I want that kind of stuff in this on these snippet rolls, but that's really cool. So I'm just going to kind of dig here in through some of these stacks of paper and see what I can find. Pardon me, okay. Got a bunch of these. These are cool. Yeah. Let's do that. You wouldn't have to tear the edges. I just like that look. So you do what you do you. This long edge. Try that one there. One more. This is fun. Ooh, I love this one too with the blue. Very cool. So again, all these pieces will be used. I will do a master board or something and use all the bits. So this one's pretty short, so I'm going to tear that one down and stick it there. So let's go ahead and ink up all that layer. I don't know about you, but I personally really like those rough edges. Yeah, so, and this, yeah, we'll turn this, we'll get this one really inked well. It makes it all look grungy, which I love. Love, love, love me the grunge, as you guys already know. So the idea of this is sometimes it can be a struggle to create clusters or snippet strips or whatever because we don't want to cover things up. But the process for me of, I'm just going to move this because I am way far back here. My back is bothering me. So the beauty of this for me is that I like knowing what I put down, and I like being able to just see glimpses of all of that, those layers. So I'm thinking about that right now and wondering if I have any little pieces. I've got some fabric up here that I think I've stamped on. I'm going to try to pull it out here and see if we can utilize any of this as well. So let's do it. It's been sitting in here. Oh my goodness, look at these. Airmail. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Let's go for it. Let's just start trimming some of this up so it'll fit a little bit better. So we can put it there, and then we've got a little bicycle, super cute. Forgot about these. It's a little bit big, so I don't know exactly how those are going to go on there. Oh, look at the heart. Oh, so cool. So cool. And we'll rough up those edges too as we go along. And oh, here's a postage one. I completely forgot about these. But again, I mean, my studio is super organized anyway, but sometimes when you have so much stuff, you can easily forget what you have. And that's a shame because there's just so much to be utilized. Here's an interesting one. It's not very bright though. Oh, here's a, ooh, this is kind of cool. Wonder how we would use that. I don't know how, if I have, oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. There's a whole bunch. I must have really had a heyday doing this. I don't even remember doing this. Is that crazy? Look at all these. Oh, this is not even in camera, guys. This is crazy. Oh, if nothing ever changed, there would be no butterflies. That is so cool. This whole thing is full of stuff. Full of stuff. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Oh, we've got a bird. That would be fun. So we have one on every one of them. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to set that tray aside, and we'll have to clean up the floor. A bunch of them fell on the floor. And so I'm trying to think about what else we want to put on here, because I really wanted to be able to use some of these, the ones with the gold accents. So let's look through these and see if anything sparks my curiosity. I don't know if we can use them because we've got this as kind of the focal point. So I'm feeling like these are going to have to wait for something else. Yeah, I'm feeling like they're going to need to wait, which is okay. We will do something else later. We also had these stickers, and again, because these are transparent, they're like a sticker. We might be able to stick a layer of this in there somewhere. We'll see when we start assembling if we want to do that. So we are actually ready for assembling. So let me get this ink out of the way really quick here, and let's get this out of the way a little bit, make some room. And then we might be able to squeeze another small one in here. I might do some off camera and just really fill in the space. So what I do want though is I do want some textile underneath. So, and in between layers. So let's get a piece of this and see if we can make some magic out of this beautiful scarf lace. Sorry guys, I get this up on the table. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Okay, so if we put a bit of that down, it would be so pretty. Oh, you know what would be really cool? I just changed my mind. I'm gonna see if I can make this go the whole height of this strip. Let's do that. don't work well when my desk is this messy, so I'm a pretty clean crafter. Okay, so we've got a straight edge, which is helpful. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down. I want the sparkles to be up. So I'm just gonna lay that right there with that solid edge hanging over so that I can trim both edges, okay? I'm gonna grab a paper towel and I'm just gonna press that down. So cool. This is gonna be really cool. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut it at the bottom first. So I'm gonna just trim this down and I'll be right back. Okay, I love it. And we still have that crinkly sound, which is glorious. Okay, so let's start gluing some stuff down and see how we feel about it. We will probably use some of that lace in the layers in between as well. And I think I need to use Fabri-Tac when I'm putting it on the lace because I want a good adhesion, but again, we will be doing some stitching. I don't know if I'm going to do machine stitching. I might do this by hand. We'll see. I'm ahead on my video, so I have time to play around and take pictures, finish the project and take pictures off camera and then come back. So let's get another piece of this. Maybe. Sorry, I'm flailing around. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. And then we put our vellum. Oh, the vellum needs to go on the book page, so I'm going to use my glue stick. I usually don't use glue stick. I'm not friends with glue sticks, but we're going to try something different. And I think we're going to go ahead and put this in the middle. And we're going to not be too critical here. We're just playing, just creating, just using these beautiful supplies from your creative studio. So there's no right or wrong in making clusters or snippet strips, this kind of thing. Look at that. Look at that. I absolutely love it. I'm going to trim some of that lace a bit. Doesn't have to be completely straight, but I don't want it to be really weird either. So this, do we want to put that on there? I feel like it's so plain for me. It still doesn't feel like enough. So maybe I want a little bit more of a book page there. Let me try that out. Get a little bit of this paper and rough tear it, because this is going to help that stamped fabric to act more like a focal point here. Except I just tore it too small. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Let's just switch these. Boy, we're getting long into this video, guys. I'm going to probably have to finish off camera. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more of this and stop my yapping, and then we'll come back and do a bit more. You can always speed me up if it gets too long, And I was hoping to be able to use some of the stamps too, but we might not be able to. I like that. Stepping outside of my box here, guys. This is not normally how I would create snippets, but I'm gonna roll with it, and we're gonna be a little flexible. I love this one too. That would be really pretty there. Oh, actually, what about the bird? Don't really want purple at this point in time. But oh, this one would be lovely too. Oh, look at this one. Let's use that one. It's got the orange in it. The stickers are not easy for me though. Okay. So let's just put that right there in the middle. And I do want a little bit more textile here, and then one more thing on top of that. I feel like that one's out of balance. So let's see what I've got in my basket here. I want one. I wonder if I can get a different little embellishment to go on this one. I'm not liking the way that's looking either. So let's see what we got in here. Sorry for the reach. Got a little bit of button. What do you think about a button? A little bit of button trim. Why not? Not feeling it. Oh my goodness, so difficult. Oh, we've got this coffee dyed, it's a coffee dyed trim. Does that feel like too much? I don't know. I'll try to snip that little tail off. That's what separated it from the other one. There we go. You know what? I think I'm going to use that. I think this needs it. I think it needs something to balance out this section in here. So I'm going to go for it. I don't know if I'm going to do any slow stitching or anything on this, because once you start putting on these heavier things, it's really hard to do that. So I might just let this be my practice phase here, and then I think I'm going to finish the other two strips off camera because we're already at almost an hour. So let's just finish that one and we will be done for tonight. So oh, look what fell out of the basket. Look what fell out of the basket. This is beautiful. That is lovely. Look at that. Isn't it amazing how that happens? Something just feels right. I feel like I don't want that strip at the top though, so I'm just going to cut off those lines and let that be just the sweet little heart. I don't want it to take away from my postage though, so I think I'll put it right here. Okay. And maybe we'll put a button there. We could actually steal this button, right? I wonder if we can retain the threads. Nope. Just pulled them out. It's okay. I think we'll just use it as it is. Actually, do I still have my thread? I do. I'm going to just do this really quick on camera and then we will say goodnight. I'm just going to sew this little button onto this heart. So anyway, guys, thank you for being here, and I hope that this inspires you to get out the pieces, the stuff that you're not using. I've been really rediscovering what I have in the studio and trying to make a point of using things that I've forgotten about. So it can be very exciting. It can it's like, you know, going shopping in your own craft space. So it's pretty cool. So let's just glue this on and then I will say goodnight. I'll finish the other ones off camera. I'll show you what everything looks like when I'm completely done. But hopefully you can kind of get the gist of what the process is like. Some of these I can still sew. I may be able to still sew some stuff on here, on this one where I put that big flower, but we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a bunch of glue, Fabri-Tac, on the back of this. Okay, like so. We're going to slap that one on there, just like kind of under the stamp there. And just give that button a good push because I want to make sure that holds. So this is our the one we did together. So I think it's beautiful, very different, very not my style, but you know, we have to try new things. It's good to try new things. We don't know what we like unless we experiment. So I will finish the others off camera and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.